The Blue Mountains of Jamaica are the setting for the first feature film of the Sunshowah Films directing team, Dawood Abaid and Dakil Hasif. The duo wrote, directed and edited 3 successful short films over the last 10 years. 2001's Revolution.
Yo, don't play me out in front of them like that, man.
2006's iJammy.
Because when you had beef that day on the ass, they chased your ass all the way back to the block, and you was running like Chris Rock at New Jack City.
Yeah, for getting the gun.
Whatever. Wasn't getting nothing, son.
And the 2008 film Shades of Brooklyn, which had a 2-year run on HBO.
I tried to, but we was messing around and stuff, but you know what I'm saying?
While volunteering as counselors at the Little Ragamuffin youth camp in the town of Settlement, the directing team started formulating the idea for a story.
The way this all came about was Dakil and I, we participated in an art day camp in the Blue Mountains of Jamaica that our friend of ours, Zevi Williams, organized. So we worked with a group of about 10, 14 to 17-year-old boys, and we introduced them to video production. And after maybe like a few hours of working with them, we realized that they were naturals. And Dakil and I just sat back and we're like, yo man, we need to create an opportunity for them so that they can utilize this talent. He started bringing up, like basically developing the idea for The Harder They Fall.
We were actually on a break after working with the kids, and being up in the bush and being up there in the mountains, we were like, what would it be like for somebody who's new, experiencing this for the first time like we are? How can we portray that on film?
So after working out a few plot points and finishing up the camp, they came back to Brooklyn and went right to work crafting The Harder They Fall.
So The Harder They Fall is a coming-of-age story that focuses on a young protagonist, Jabari, who's, 12-year-old boy who lost his mother when he was very young. And he has a very loving father, but the father doesn't really have enough time to spend with him.
He's kind of angry at the world now. He's lacking a motherly presence in his life. His father's always at work. He's well provided for, he's put in a good school, has all the amenities, but he lacks that family attention. Due to this situation, he kind of disconnected from people, but very connected to the world of social media, video games, and texting, and has become withdrawn and got himself kicked out of school. His father decided that this is a good time to send him back to Jamaica to stay with his mother's family so he can get reconnected with his family, learn a little bit more about his mother, maybe heal some of the wounds he has from the lack of her presence in his life, and just kind of reset himself.
Part of what our young protagonist has to deal with is really learning how to disconnect from the cyber world and really become in tune not just with nature but with the people around him, develop real bonds and real friendships.
We find that it's a very common theme that a lot of people, whether it be West Indians, immigrants from all different countries, at some time in their childhood when they got caught up, in just a fast American life, that their family at some point decides it's time to send them back home to reconnect with their roots and reset themselves and, gain a different perspective of the world.
Dakil, Dawood, and cinematographer Romulus Burgess traveled back to Jamaica for a scouting trip, began storyboarding the script, and partnered with producer Kim Jackson, who has experience shooting in the Caribbean.
Hi, I'm Kim Jackson. I'm with Streetwise Pictures, and I'm a producer. I've been working for over 10 years. I have experience working with great filmmakers such as Spike Lee and Steven Spielberg. I have a couple films coming out soon, in theaters this summer. One's called Gun Hill Road, and the other is Children of God. I read a lot. I read a lot of scripts, as any producer does, and this script moved me so deeply that at the end I had tears rolling down my cheeks, and I thought, oh my gosh, I must get in touch with them right away. I look forward to creating a very memorable film with Dakil and Dawood. I look forward to the opportunity to tell a really relevant and universal story, and I feel the marketability of this film has great potential because of its universal theme. I think it's a fish out of water tale, and audiences, no matter old or young, are going to find a connection with this story.
The Sunshowah team is headed back to Jamaica in November to prepare for filming in February. Please pledge to our cause so we can get the production underway.
The harder they fall, Sunshowah Films. We've been in the game for well over 10 years. We've had a lot of success, and we're trying to get the startup money to make this happen. So any bit helps, and we appreciate it. Please donate.
Thank you very much.